Hello everybody, this is Gary from Phoenix Perennials. It is the middle of May, although you might not know it from the weather, but it is the middle of May, and lots of stuff's definitely happening, even though perhaps we're not so excited about gardening in these cool temperatures. But there are lots of exciting things here, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Echinacea and purple. These are the purple coneflowers, or the kind of brave new world of purple coneflowers right now, the not so purple coneflowers. So we have the purple coneflowers that we know and love, which are the purple forms. And then we have these new hybrids, which are crosses between purple coneflower and a rare yellow species called Echinacea paradoxa. This is, so when you cross the yellow and the purple together, you get all of these neat colors, like oranges, neat yellows, neat sunset colors, and kind of neat pinks. So, there's certain important things to keep in mind about growing Echinacea in our climate. The purple coneflowers are prairie plants, and so they love prairie conditions, which are not really the characteristic conditions of our region. So in order to grow echinaceas successfully here in our climate, we need to think about the prairies. The prairies are hot and dryish in the summer months. The soils are relatively poor, and it's also windy. Also, in the winter months, the prairies are frozen solid, and being frozen solid for a plant is a relatively dry situation. So in order to grow echinacea successfully here in our climate, we need to plant them in lean soils, poor soils, crummy soils, in hot, sunny spots, and usually in a raised bed where the water from in the winter will be shed away from the crowns of the plants. In those situations, we can grow echinacea successfully here in our climate. In the rich, beautiful soils that are really moist in the winter, we will often lose echinacea. But find those crummy spots, don't give them compost, give them a little bit of water to establish, but then just let them be, let them bake, let them be hot and dry. And you can be successful with purple coneflowers and not so purple coneflowers in our climate. So right behind me there happens to be a group of purple coneflowers, and we'll look at a whole bunch of the new cultivars which we have available now at the nursery. So here's our table of purple coneflowers and not so purple coneflowers, and there's all kinds of brave new colors. This is a hot red called Hot Lava. Here's a neat brand new one this year. This one's called Mamma Mia, and you can see it a little bit in the picture, but Mamma Mia has kind of, rather than pointed petals, a little bit stubbier tips to the petals, which creates a neat look. Here we have one called Daydream. Daydream comes from the Dream series, which is said to be a really good group of echinacea for the landscape. So these should be nice, strong plants, and perhaps a good place to start if you've had a little bit of trouble with echinaceas before. Also in this series is the Tangerine Dream with bright tangerine. Let's pull that tag up. Bright tangerine orange flowers. And behind it, there we go. Behind it we have this one, and this is Heavenly Dream, also from the series, so a nice white. Here's a brand new one this year. This one is called Quills and Thrills. So this one has quilled petals. They fold in on the sides and then flare out at the ends. This is a neat one called Flamethrower with bicolored flowers, so they're a deeper orange at the base and then yellow towards the tips. There's one called Cranberry Cupcake. It's a big double flower. And right beside it we have one that I'd like to think is named after the nursery, but it's not. But it is Echinacea Phoenix, and again it's another bicolor, kind of like Flamethrower. Back here we have one called Firebird, and so Firebird is a rich red color, but it has the shuttlecock type flowers, or the reflexed petals, that are the classic form of the Echinacea. A lot of the more modern breeding has tried to breed the petals to stick straight outwards, but this one maintains that old form, which I really like, with the petals reflexed downwards. A few years ago, there was a cultivar that came out called, all those leaves are getting in the way, called Mac and Cheese, and this is a darker yellow, a little bit bigger flower, is my understanding, called Now Cheesier. We also have this one. It's in the Secret series, which are doubles. This one is called Secret Desire. Here's another double. This is called Secret Lust. And here is a bright pink one. This is called Secret Romance. So here we have the first purple coneflowers of the season to come out. These are all the brand new cultivars, and I hope you come in, have a look, and take that advice about how to grow them, and you too can be successful with purple coneflowers in your garden. Thank you.